What's going on, my NikkNitro Grandmaster NikkNitro? Here we are, Millia Rage, one of the characters I definitely do plan on playing for Guilty Gear Strive. Yeah, the beta's coming out next week, so they're hyping this up by showing like a bunch of videos on YouTube and as well as another starter guide for Millia Rage, which is my planned secondary as well as my Guilty Gear waifu. So I'm excited for this. So let's take a look at this. Let's go.
Millia is a character with incredibly fast movement.
I like the sound of
Bewilder
that.
your opponent with her wide offensive arsenal and endless variety of okizemi options.
Dude, she can cross up and mix up like crazy.
Millia attacks as she descends quickly from midair, making for an overhead hit.
That's fast.
This move is versatile and can be used in air combos, or performed directly after a jump to take advantage of its fast startup, catching the opponent off guard.
That's a lot of damage. So yeah, Bad Moon. Fast, overhead special. I like overhead specials, and that's all. We're just getting started with it. Let's keep going with it.
Turbo Fall. Millia descends rapidly from midair with this movement technique. During this movement,
you
she
can cross
move
up
to the other side of the opponent and take them by surprise.
Yeah, so what you see there, movement. Now, not every attack or every move has to be an attack. I like mobility moves. I mean, Chip is definitely a ninja and he's fast, but he doesn't really have any like mobility moves other than his wall run. But like, I mean, he does have his cross up Alpha Blade, which is really, really powerful, by the way. It's kind of broken, but like a move that's kind of like, like just mobility based, it really can, mix up your opponent, especially opponents who are very good at defending, high defense, really want just to rely on the reaction time. This can create some information overload, especially like, when you're in the air and then suddenly you're on the ground right away, or when you're in the air and you're on the ground and you're on the other side. Whew, you better have really solid defenses if you're gonna, not get mixed up by Millia.
Tandem Top. Millia sends out a short-range projectile.
The animation is so cool for that one.
And can be cancelled into from normal moves, making it easy to include in combos.
So that's the slash
heavy
version.
slash version has longer startup, but it hits twice.
Setups.
Also, since Millia can move midair after performing this move, she can attack while the projectile is active. Use it on your opponent's wake up to launch a powerful offense.
That's a really good Oki tool. Yeah, setups, Oki. That's what Millia is all about as well. Now that move was actually there in the previous Guilty Gear games, especially the most recent one, the Guilty Gear Xrd. But the thing is, the animation of that was she would just stand and like just like put her hand up and like that tandem top would just come down from above. But here I love the animation where she like jumps up and like goes upside down and spins, which allows her for like air mobility. Again, mobility is something that's so important in the game. Very, very, very important. To keep from being, in a single spot, to keep on moving, keep your opponent guessing is one of the, basic, neutral fundamentals of, fighting games. And this really is gonna, really make things a little more difficult for those who are fighting against Millia. Definitely for those, who are defensive and like knockdown and for those Oki setups. So Tandem Top looks good, is gonna be strong, and is gonna be terrifying.
Iron Savior. Millia attacks as she charges forward,
I know that
for
move.
a low hit. This move knocks the opponent down on hit.
Looks so good.
Even if the opponent blocks this attack, it can be hard for them to punish Millia unless she's very close.
Punish, so it's unsafe.
Use this move to approach the opponent from a distance, catching them off guard. Mirage.
Alright, so we have her Bad Moon overhead special. Then we also have a low special now, which is really, really good. I mean, as I said, you can punish it. It's difficult to punish, but you can punish it, meaning that it's probably going to be unsafe on block. So you don't want to be spamming that move, but it's good for approaching enemies. Because the thing is with like games like Guilty Gear, anime fighters, most of the time when you approach your opponent, you're coming from the air, you're jumping forward or doing instant air dashes. So a good way to, travel fast on the ground with a low hit. So again, it's going to force your opponent to like guess whether you're going to come from the air and block overhead or come from the ground and block low. Again, mix up potential, mobility. Millia is crazy good with this. Very ninja-like. And plus in the lore, Millia was an assassin, and so it's pretty ninja right there. So that's kind of, why she's kind of like my my Guilty Gear waifu, for this game, which I do not regret.
Millia moves forward rapidly. She can move to the other side
Yes.
of the opponent using this move.
Yes.
Use this move to take the opponent by surprise when they're concentrating on blocking.
You can barely see her. That's awesome.
Plus shake.
Oh, Mirage. Oh my gosh. More mobility. As if, the the turbo fall wasn't, fast enough. Now you have the Mirage. Now you have a grounded mobility move. Millia's gonna be moving everywhere on the map. You gotta hopefully you can keep up with her. Hopefully.
Here. Millia showers the opponent with blows in this multi-hit move. You can extend
I
the
love her
range
pose
and get
here.
extra hits by continuing to press the button rapidly. This attack deals a good amount of damage to the opponent, even when blocked.
Look at that chip damage.
Capel. Millia summons a projectile directly below her while midair, sending her flying up.
Oh
This
my!
move
It
functions
hits.
as both a movement technique and an attack. Millia can move in midair after the move finishes. You can use this move to bait the opponent's anti-air by changing the timing of your jump and attack.
Oh my gosh. So she has a move where she has mobility and it can attack. My gosh. Millia and her movement aerial options. Millia's gonna be moving in the air a lot, and you're gonna have to watch out. You can't just like be trying to chase her around because she can hit you with, with Capel, and it's gonna catch you off guard. And you don't know whether she's gonna be in the air for long, for a short time. She can really mix you up. It's gonna be a lot of information overload for a defender to try to track where Millia's gonna be. Wow, this is great. This is great.
Finger.
All right, we got our
Millia
overdrives
stands
now,
before lunging forward in this powerful attack with invincibility on startup.
like a
The
DP.
startup is quite fast, so you can use it in combos to deal big damage. Septum Voices. Millia sends out a powerful, multi-hit projectile
That looks so
reaches
cool.
full screen. As the startup is very fast and there is little recovery, this move works well both in combos and as a tool to launch your offense.
Use it for sure.
Millia can take the opponent by surprise with her aerial hard slash attack after air dash.
Woo!
When the
She
opponent
moves
is waiting for
everywhere.
an aerial attack, throw off their anti-air timing using couple or approach with a dash from the ground. Her standing far slash and standing heavy slash work well as grounded pokes. Get close to the opponent using Mirage while they're
Oh
focused on
my
blocking,
gosh.
and mix them up with a throw. After knocking down the opponent with her sweeper throw, set up the heavy slash version of Tandem top and go for okizemi.
So it's confirmed she doesn't
Thank
have her
you for
hairpin from the
watching.
previous game. All right, so yeah, that's Millia for you right there. Holy cow, I'm super excited. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, it's official. She doesn't have her signature hairpin that she had from her previous game, which was an aerial projectile that was really, really, really good. But now she doesn't have it. And well, for the veteran Guilty Gear Millia players, such as like famous professional player Lord Knight, yeah, they're gonna have to work their way around that. And for us who are new to it, we just have to enjoy the Millia that we have now without knowing that she had something even stronger, back then. But anyways, let me know what you think about that starter guide. And if you're excited for the Guilty Gear open beta that's coming out next week, February 18th or 17th for those who pre-ordered the game already. And yeah, there's a plethora of characters to choose from, 13 characters, and Millia is one of them. So take a look, guys. Check it out. It's completely for free, and it's available for mainly PlayStation users, PC users. A little bit out of luck there, but yeah, anyone who has a PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 5, even if you don't have a PlayStation Plus membership, you can still play the open beta and still play online against other people. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and thank you to all members of my Ninja Clan, your Grandmaster NikkNitro. Stay awesome, my ninjas.